Hey y'all, welcome back to H&A Reactions. This is your girl Angel, and I'm back with another reaction video. So I've been watching this back and forth, this series that Love by Erica been doing, and I did not want to react to it because you just, first of all, I didn't watch a little bit of her series, and I didn't watch his side. And you just don't know, you don't know who telling the truth, and you don't know who's not telling the truth. So I didn't want to voice my opinion on any of it because you just only people that know the truth is her, him, and God. That's it. So you really can't voice this. This is my opinion. I wouldn't voice my opinion on what she say, or I wouldn't voice my opinion on what he say, because you don't know who telling the truth. You don't want to, for her. I ain't gonna even get into that, but I watched a little bit of the season 10 episode, so I just want to do a reaction video only because it's a few things that I just want to, say. I want to, just because I feel like it's wrong for people to, when somebody's not really, and you got the evidence that's coming out this person's mouth, you actually hear the recording, so you like, no, this is not what is was really said. Like, and somebody gotta be, bold enough to come out and say, you wrong. I mess with, I like your videos and all, but you wrong. So that's what this video is all about. So let's get started. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, come on. A little bit. I'm trying to work this thing from over on the other side of the desk. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up. I'm gonna start it from right here so you don't skip no part, because I wanna get the whole video.
So guys, after that, when I didn't get no response back, I was like, you know what? At this point, like, he really don't care whether you in a relationship or not. It's not like I'm messaging you on some let's get back together. Like, I'm keeping it strictly about the child. And I couldn't understand why he was ignoring me about anything regarding the child, because he kind of just had the mindset of, I'm not doing anything for the child or for you, which it really wouldn't even have been for me, because it's to check on them.
Now, the reason why I'm gonna play this, and I'm not gonna say nothing, because I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to listen to everything. Don't just go off of. I mean, sometimes us as people, we all do it. The evidence could be right in your face, and you don't pay. It's so much. The vibe is so strong. That energy is so strong that you don't even pay attention to what's really being said. So that's the reason why I wanted to do a reaction to this specific video. But y'all just listen. Just listen.
The child. And I didn't even care if he even just would have gave me $50 to get to and from my doctor's appointments. But he wasn't even doing that. He wasn't sending anything. But yet I'm watching him on social media take little jabs and say stuff like possible baby, potential baby. So possible means there's a possibility. You're not even sending a percentage of anything. You're doing absolutely zero, and you're sitting back and you watching a man that you hate literally feed, take care of your baby. Like, that's, to me, is pathetic and it's sad. I didn't, as you guys would have seen in the next message thread, I did not hit him up until February 8th. From February 8th, when I messaged him again, my birthday came up, January 29th. And I was not feeling my best. I was a little upset that my New Orleans trip had got canceled. It was gonna be like a little trip with me, Cam, Dion, and Damien. Damien was gonna drive us there, and it got canceled. And so I was a little upset about that, and then I wasn't feeling good. So I was like, you know what? I'll just spend my birthday with my boys. And I had got an Airbnb. Y'all know I love getting Airbnbs. And um, I was decorating and stuff like that. And now I had been promoting on a flyer my little virtual birthday party, which it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, but I still enjoyed like spending it with you guys. So if y'all remember that, thank you very much for coming in and wishing me a happy birthday and stuff like that. And as I'm in the live, people are like going crazy, like, you know, I hope you don't respond to this. Do you see this, Erica? And it had to have been God, because I didn't see anything until after I got off that live. And I was on the live for at least about an hour, 15 minutes. Hour, 15 minutes to about 2 hours. And when I got off, that's when I seen that old girl thought that she was just gonna crush my spirits, because she came out with my second baby daddy on my birthday. And first of all, I knew back in the beginning of October that they were messing around with each other. They pretty much was creeping around while she was with Damien and I was with him. And I actually have proof that they've been knowing each other way before they got with us. I actually spoke with someone. I may or may not be doing a live call to let you guys hear about it. I am going to be wrapping up this season. So I will be producing episode 11, and then I'll be doing like maybe a finale, and I'm gonna add 3 extra episodes for the reunion. So it'll be a part 1, part 2, part 3, and that's basically to just, because I know there's so many loopholes and you guys got so many questions, and then there is some things that I left out that I brushed over that I will be going back clearing up in those little reunions. And I will be doing some live calls, and it's gonna be very interesting for you guys. And so
Okay, so just by watching this video, just by listening, it don't take a rocket scientist to put things together. It don't take a rocket scientist to comprehend or understand exactly what's going on. Now, if you blinded by the he say, she say, then yeah, it might, you might look past all that and just be like, just bashing one specific person. But from just by how far we got right here, I just want to say this. At first, when you begin watching the series, you might feel, well, yeah, it's good to get your truth out. She just getting some things off her chest or whatever. But this specific video right here is just giving. I don't, I'm not with the talking about people. I'm not talking about her. I'm not judging her. But why are you so worried about when Latoya and Mr. Mucker met? Do that have anything to do with you? Do it have anything to do with you? Do it have anything to do, like, why are you just exposing when they met and showing receipts? That don't have nothing to do with you. So I just feel like that right there is wrong. I feel like it's definitely a motive behind this. And I don't want to, like I said, I'm not talking about her, but she giving bitter baby mama vibes. And I'm just going to keep it this. She needs to hear the truth. Yes, what she went through, I don't know if everything is the truth, but from watching the other series, if it is true, it's definitely wrong, to be for a man to put their hands on you or whatever. Y'all have to go back and y'all have to watch them series for yourself. But if that is what actually happened, I don't condone domestic violence on either side, man or woman. But at the same time, us as women, us as women, we be doing stuff too that be dead ass wrong. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We do stuff too. She probably did something to, make that man. get to the point where he just like F it or whatever. But I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get back to the video. But I just want to say, just you know, she shouldn't be worried about when they met. They're together, they're engaged. That don't have nothing to do with you. You shouldn't be exposing receipts and stuff proving that they was talking. That it is what it is at this point. Why are you trying to prove that yeah they was talking at this time? But that's messy. You can't grow if you still, stuck on that. You're not gonna grow. That's being messy. But let's get back to the video.
But yeah, back to the birthday thing. So, um, yeah, I had mentioned to him, I was like, every time my birthday come around, it's like I have the worst birthday ever. Like nothing ever go right. And I have spoken that into existence, which I'm realizing that you shouldn't say certain stuff because of the power of the tongue. And so what a narcissist do is they sit there, they look at your strengths, but they focus more on your weaknesses, and they listen to every single thing that you say. And anything negative that come out of your mouth, they process that in their brain as something that they're going to use against you. So even if you come to them and say, oh, well, my last relationship was so terrible because of this, they're processing it, and then they're going to wait until the right time to use it against you, or they're going to become that person, if not worse. They both decided to make their relationship public on my birthday, and then in their Q&A, they tried to pretend like, well, I didn't know it was her birthday. Yes, you did, because it's already been confirmed that you guys are watching everything that I do, which is weird. And I mean, what a way to try to ruin somebody's birthday. I'm glad that you guys didn't, because I was so at peace with the situation that when I just prayed.
Now, that part right there, I don't know the full story, but if that was the motive on Latoya and Mucka's side, that's wrong. That's just completely wrong. If y'all dating, y'all dating. Don't try to, that's wrong. But let's keep on.
And I asked God to reveal it to me, I'm gonna tell y'all how powerful my prayers are. And like I said, I really wish that I would have tapped into this a lot sooner, when I felt like they were playing in my face. Matter of fact, they were playing in my face. I remember he did a community post talking about he wanted to make some gumbo for Thanksgiving. And then I remember seeing some watery gumbo on her channel where she was stirring it up. It was so many signs, from the boat ride, from the BMW, from the interview that she did, said that she didn't know him. I knew that it was him behind it, because he is he tries to be like the mastermind behind a lot of things. But so I had already prayed that God make me at peace with the situation, and that he reveals it to me. And so I had already asked God to just help me remain calm, and you know, help me to where whatever it do come out, I won't like pretty much act a fool or anything like that. Because at that point, I felt like I had every right to act a fool, because I felt like I had been played. I felt like Damien had been played. And so I feel like any time for me to have acted a fool on this platform would have been that day when you want to try to come out on my birthday. But no, there wasn't even a reaction at all, because I had already knew. The only thing it was, I just didn't physically see it. But that intuition, that discernment, that gut feeling was telling me everything that I needed to know. So that's the reason why it wasn't no thing. But and then when they came out, it was like they started making up these lies, like, and I couldn't understand why she kept mentioning my baby, like saying little stuff that's so disrespectful, talking about how she's going to help raise my son. And I'm going to let you guys know now, she will never be around my child, and I'm going to make sure of it. You're weird. You're a stalker. You've watched me since 2020 when you commented on Damien's.
Now that part right there, I don't know. Really, I get, how Erica feels. I get how she feels. But at the same time, I don't think Latoya meant like actually raise. You know, I feel like she just excited for the baby to get there. I don't feel like she meant, like actually raising. Cause common sense, you're not gonna raise another woman's child. You're not gonna. I don't feel like she meant to say raise, but I'm thinking like Erica should be lucky that she even wanna, with the circumstances, she should be lucky that Latoya even wanna be around the baby because you got some girlfriends that if they don't like the mom, they not gonna like the baby. They will, do some stuff or say stuff to, like. But she is not that type of person. She wanna, welcome your baby with love, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if a Christian, we forgive and we move on. It's nothing wrong with her being excited about, even though it's not her child, and even though the circumstances within the relationship, how the relationship happened. Yeah, I can understand Erica being angry and upset, but at the same time, you gotta let that hurt go, baby. You gotta let it go, and you gotta be a grown up. You have to be. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You have to be a woman about this situation. Pray about it. Keep praying about it. Ask God to remove that anger and that bitterness from out of your heart. But I don't feel like because she's about to marry him. So what's going to happen? That's just going to cause confusion within their marriage. And just because it didn't work out with you and him, don't mean that it's right to try to, bring problems to them too. So this is just my opinion. So but we're gonna get back to the video.
Post, I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think you're playing with, but you may want to check my resume because I am the right one to play with. And I won't repeat myself. So, back to the
Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Like I said, I like Erica. I really do. But somebody got to tell the truth. Y'all watching her videos, and yeah, she done been through that stuff. Like I said, I don't agree with domestic violence. Period. I don't agree with a man mentally abusing a woman at all. Period. I don't agree with that. But she's not 100% right in this situation too. You're talking about being a Christian. Yeah, we all make mistakes. None of us perfect. But if you're, if you want to go that route. Don't half-ass do it. If you want to do it, if that's what you claiming that you're doing, do it. So, that right there, what she just said, is unnecessary. Latoya have not came out. She haven't really said anything, to Erica or whatever. I feel like, this whole situation is just messy. It's crazy. You don't know who telling the truth because he's saying one thing, she's saying another. But at the end of the day, they all need to be adults, all of them. They all need to come together, sit down, and they all need to talk it out like real adults. Because at the end of the day, it's a newborn baby coming into this world in the middle of chaos. So
situation at hand. So yeah, I didn't understand why they came to the internet just lying and stuff like that. More so lying to you guys, making it seem like me and Damien had been pillow talking. And first of all, I never laid my head on that man's pillow. We were talking on the phone. So if that's pillow talking, I guess what you two were doing was pillow talking. That's the definition of pillow talking. When you're sneaking around with somebody and you're sleeping with them behind somebody's back and you're in a relationship and you're sending anonymous text messages when I already know it's you because you're not as smart as me. That's what you call pillow talking. Me, letting the father of
Another thing that shouldn't never came out of her mouth. I'm not, I can't tell her what to say. She grown, she can say what she wants. But my whole thing is you making all these videos talking about God and, you know, trying to be a role model. And it's just certain, like I said, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna claim that lifestyle, if this is what you say you wanna do, you're trying to improve, your life, your energy, do it. Why you gotta get up here and talk about you not as smart as me? You're talking about us as women. I didn't heard a lot on her videos when she's saying we should work together. Women should come together as a team. But here you go, bashing a whole nother woman, telling her she's not as smart as you. Make it make sense. I'm just saying.
my 1 year old know that my life is in danger. Um, that's not pillow talking. All of these lies, like she seen text messages when he was reaching out. Last time that man reached out, y'all seen it yourself. That was in what, the beginning, end of November, beginning of December, whenever it was, about some egg rolls, and then he made a big deal about that because I wasn't at home when he delivered the egg rolls. He thought I was at Damien's house. But instead of asking me, are you at home? If so, I can send you something to eat. You just sends it. And then
Yes,
I still
it's
got the
just a little
picture
bit
too
much.
that he sent where they don't send you very clear pictures because they be in a hurry, nor do they park across the street. So it kind of made me feel like that was him, like creeping up on me to make sure I was at home, which is very weird. But I sat back for months and I didn't say anything because I knew if I was to say something then, it would look like I was bitter, it would look like I was hating. You guys would have ripped me apart, kind of sort of like some of you guys are doing now, because y'all just don't like Love by Erica.
I don't think I feel like, you know, the situation, like I said, nobody knows the truth. That's why I'm not really, I'm not going to call him a bad person because we don't know. We wasn't there. So you can't judge somebody if you wasn't there to see exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't judge him. You don't know if it's true. I'm not saying that she's lying. But what if everything that she's saying isn't true? What if? And y'all bashing him, calling him, abusive and a narcissist, all these type of names. Now he probably did do some of that stuff. I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm not saying that he did, but I'm not gonna bash him. I don't know him. I don't know the situation. Like I said, the only people that know what really went on through that relationship is her, him, and God. So I don't feel like we shouldn't. I don't feel like anybody else should jump in and start name calling. I don't. I don't feel like that's right. But yeah, it's. I don't think people would it's not that people was bashing her. I just feel like because of the past, that's why it's kind of hard for people to believe her.
And that's fine because you guys, in my finale, in my reunion, which is a part one, part two, and part three, some of y'all should have just waited until I was completely finished before you guys actually started turning on me, because there's so many things that I have to address, and once I get done, I'm gonna go back to my regular life. I'm going to pretend like certain people don't exist. I just ask that people stay out of my way before it gets really ugly, and I will not repeat myself again. Anybody that once reached out to me and stayed on the phone with me and prayed with me and sent me scriptures and stuff like that, and now they are just turning and I also helped those same people, and now you're just like nasty for no reason, all because I decided to change my phone number because I could see things before. I could see the direction. I could see the direction
Skip
getting
some
mad because
that.
they just that signaled something in their small brains to attack. So if that's
Again, I just don't understand. Like, this situation you going through should definitely humble you. It should definitely stop you from judging others. It should definitely stop you from calling people out of their name because you're saying that people have small brains. Like I said, I don't have. I like Erica, but at the same time, if you gonna be real, be real. If you gonna try to do something the right way, do it the right way. You up here trying to speak your piece and get things off your chest. But while you're doing it, you're judging people, you're talking about people. That's it's not okay. It's just not okay. Let's keep it real. It's just not okay. You calling people saying people got small brain, but at the same time, look at this situation. Look at this situation you going through. You shouldn't be talking about nobody at all.
what it is, you know, I have never in my life seen anything like that. But it has also taught me a valuable lesson. But I'm gonna get more into that in my other episodes. So I'm gonna stay on task. February 8th, I reached out to him because he was just making up these lies on his community posts and in his videos, making it seem like he has talked to me and he hasn't. So I was very strategic. I seen where some of you guys were like, "Girl, you should have never even reached out to him," and I wish I wouldn't have. I literally should have paid him dust, treated him like he didn't exist, because in my world he really don't exist at all. You didn't want your child. Pretty much reached out to him, told him to call me, and when he called, I was downstairs, you know, with Dion and stuff like that.
Okay, so this is the part of the video that I really wanted to do a reaction to. I just got carried on along the way. But the whole reason for me doing this reaction video is because that main part that she said, you didn't want your child. If y'all are real, subscribers, y'all been going along this journey based off of what she's saying and what he's saying. Okay? Now, in his last video, he did speak out about Erica was supposed to be on birth control. This is what she told him. She was supposed to be on birth control, and he asked her, was she on birth control, and she said yes. Now, if he's asking you this, I'm not, this is not all the way on her. Is he has to take responsibility for his actions too. But if he's asking you, are you on birth control, and you tell him yes, we all know how men get down. I got a man right now, a husband. We know how men get down. You tell a man that you on birth control, they already don't like condoms, so come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, y'all. They don't like condoms, so that's giving him the go. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's giving him the go to let loose up in it. Like, I'm sorry, but that's you giving him the go. But so, it's not that he didn't want his baby. It's just that he was going off, he was going based off of what you told him. He asked you, was you on birth control? You told him yes. Now, there have been some people that get pregnant off of birth control, but it just happened too fast. Like, it happened so fast. So, me as a woman, like, we know how women get down or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't think that is he don't want the child. I feel like he's still upset because he wasn't. Babies have to be planned. If you have a child unplanned, it's so many consequences that comes with it. Like, and this just was he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to be a father. So she just have to understand that. But he should have wrapped it up too because he didn't know her like that to be, letting it loose up in that thing, trusting her word. He should have wrapped it up.
So I ended up returning the call, and I remember letting you guys know that he said that he didn't want to. It was weird, and I have a recording of that I'm going to play for you guys. It was weird because it's almost like he was saying he don't want to get the DNA, and this is February 8th. He doesn't want to get the DNA test done because he don't know if the baby.
This is the part I want y'all to listen. Listen. Listen to what she say and listen to what he say. Now, when I say listen to what he say, don't go off of what she's saying. Listen to this that he's saying.
Baby is his, and then he don't want to be in the delivery room either because what did he say? I guess because the baby isn't his. It's just weird, and I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. Like, all of this could be avoided if you just get the DNA test done. Like, do you want views that bad on the internet? And it just kills me how you claim that you don't need YouTube. So then why are you here? Things didn't work out with us because maybe you wanted to humiliate me. And I'm gonna address those international snacks, that we don't get paid for. I've been having a box for about 3 months that I'm gonna show you guys in one of my episodes because I couldn't even promote it because
This video just, it just, rubs me the wrong way. Because if you're supposed to be speaking your truth, why are you worried about what they got going on over there? Why are you trying to prove that they ain't got this and they ain't got that? Being messy. That's messy. That's messy. No matter how you put it, that's being messy.
I'm pregnant and stuff like that, and certain stuff give me heartburn. And also, um, he posted something on his community wall one day
I
that
got pissed off
YouTube
yesterday on my
partnership
man,
reached
so
out to
that's why I'm
him
rubbing my back.
and they're doing big things and stuff like that. And it's funny because all content creators get that same email. That's why it says apply, because I got it and I'm going to show it to you guys. And you can apply all day long. That doesn't mean you're going to get picked. So they came on here making it seem like they're really doing big things. And matter of fact, when he decided to come back, he did a community post saying something about now that's karma. So
Again, worry about the wrong thing. Worried about the wrong thing. If he did a community post, even if they are lying, that don't have nothing to do. That's on them. Let them make a fool out of themselves. Because at the end of the day, you live in one life on social media, and then people meet you in real life, and you live in the whole. That's on you. People just gonna see you for who you really are, and that's it. But that don't have nothing to do. You supposed to be in a process of healing. When you're in a process of healing, you're not gonna, get what's off your chest, leave it alone. Like don't bash them. You blocking your own blessings. Now let's keep it real. Come on now. Come on. Somebody got to tell the truth. I've been going through these comments and I haven't seen nobody telling the truth yet. This your girl, this your friend, this your sister, this your cousin, this your daughter, but y'all not telling the truth. You could love her all day long, but she needs to hear the truth.
I believe that their job was to try to
Is that your
taunt
brother?
me and
It's your
Damien
sister.
to make us feel like they're doing such great things on pretty much our platform, and we've missed out on something. I'm gonna show y'all the email of the international snacks, and
Yeah, I was
One of the
wondering
reasons why I
more.
didn't
I
promote
didn't think
their
this
snacks
video would be this long.
was because I was very, very sick at that time. But then also, I felt like it wasn't even worth my time because they said that they didn't have enough money to pay me. And now that I know my worth, I'm not going to be up here and I'm not going to. And it won't be drama filled, I promise. But I'm going to show y'all what real sponsorships look like. Real ones. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when big things are really happening, you know.
This is I'm getting competition. I'm getting competition. Oh, they claim they doing better than me. They claim that good things happen to them. Like I said, don't have nothing to do with you. You trying to you saying that your motive is to get things off your chest, to get the truth out. But you're also bashing. You're also judging. You're also in competition. You're gonna block your own blessings doing that. Heal, move on. You ain't gotta talk about them. If they lying, let them lie. People gonna find out the truth eventually. But why you gotta just throw it out there in the middle of trying to, heal from it, but you're making it worse. And at the same time, you're gonna mess around and block your own blessings, trying to play get back and hurt them or prove a point. It's not worth it.
So, so yeah, this is a really short video, guys, because um, for one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired, and Dion is with Damien, and so I people will mix the truth with a lie, and it's crazy because I pretty much just killed two birds with one stone. I've been the stone, and they've been the birds. I didn't reach out to any T channels telling them to cover me. I didn't post any T channels on my community wall telling them to go join their live because they were bashing them. So lets me know I'm pretty powerful. That's what it lets me know. So I love you guys a lot, and um, like I said, I may drop episode 11 tomorrow. Extra, extra, extra juicy. Part two is just part one. So I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and listen to this recording. And I will see you guys
This is the
tomorrow.
part I wasn't trying to listen to.
Peace. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Sorry about that. I was downstairs. Oh, Lord, it's a lot. Okay. So where do I start? I guess I'll start with well, one, I wanted to update you on like what's been going on with the baby and stuff. Cause I know I had sent you a text last month about the Makina shots that they put me on that's supposed to help with like the preterm labor because of my history. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not. Are you? I remember you mentioning it before. Oh. Okay, yeah. So they supposed to help with preterm labor, so you won't have like early contractions and stuff. But um, well, I'm not able to get them every week like I'm supposed to due to the long distance and the cost and stuff. But when I did go to the doctor last week, he told me that I may have to go on bed rest next month because I've been having early contractions already. And so my next appointment is on the 4th of March. Kind of like, yeah, March 4th. So I have some paperwork I gotta fill out when I go. Like who's gonna be in the delivery room and stuff like that. And due to COVID, they only allowing one person to be in the delivery room. So I'm trying to see if like that's something you'd be interested in.
Mm, mm, mm. Oh man. I mean, let me let me think about that because I'm at my mindset right now. I'm at my mental space right now. As you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on. That I'm just trying to stay on a positive note.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm only calling you about the baby. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, let me see something. Let's do it like this. Whenever you go into labor and all that stuff, let me know, and that spot can be for your mother, and I can still be there on the outside. I don't have to have that particular slot.
Well, the thing is, too, with me staying in Houston and she's 2.5 hours away, I would need somebody to drive me there.
Okay. And that can't be transferred to Houston? Like, when it comes down to that part?
I'll feel
Like that
comfortable.
would be pain and all that stuff anyway. Well, I don't know. I'm not a woman. I've never had a baby, but
Well, you know what? How?
If your water breaking and driving 2 hours or so.
Well, how about this? Because maybe I should have discussed that first before mentioning about the labor and stuff. So I'm not sure if you still have doubts about our baby, but like I offered you last month, if you want to go get the DNA test done, we can. I'll go half on the price if you like, because I talked to a doctor and literally all they're gonna do is draw some blood from my arm and swab the inside of your mouth. That way you can be more comfortable throughout the process and stuff like that.
I understand that, and that's why I had the conversation with your father, and you made it a big deal publicly, and I already understood that. So I tried to give you the education on it before you tried to drag me and make me look bad. So I'm the type of person that when you do stuff like that, you have to keep that same energy because I'm like, you made this situation that this could have been done 2 months ago or whatever. Like, so I don't know. At this point, I'm just trying to keep the peace, and I would have did that then. But once you did move how you was moving, like I still, of course, I still have doubts. And ain't nothing wrong with it. If it's mine, it's mine. That's cool. But I would still prefer to wait for the baby to be born and do the DNA test that way. That's the way I got to treat it in order to have my mental peace. Because trying to, going through my mind of is it mine, is it not? I can't play that game for myself mentally. We all got stuff to be going through.
Okay, I understand. Well, I just wanted to put the offer back up there. So, yeah, no to the DNA test. I guess that was a no for being in the delivery room.
Well, I said I can. Well, again, if you go into labor, I don't know where I'm going to be at, and I can, wherever I'm at that point, depending on what's going on, I can drive out that way, but I don't want it to be a situation where, because again, it's not on a specific date whenever that time happens, so that's kind of, it's almost the same scenario. I don't know if the baby's mine. I tried to get the DNA test, you denied me, and now you're okay with doing it now, so.
Well, I was uneducated about it before, And what I was told was because back in the day they stuck a long needle in the sack and stuff. That's the reason why I was saying that. Now that I'm educated, have done my own research, and has talked to a doctor, I'm like, oh, well, that's easy. Draw some blood on my get blood drawn every time I go to the doctor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I mean, so do you think that was fair?
Well,
I'm
I
not
didn't.
trying to
I
have a
never. I
debate here.
didn't. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm saying I'm not trying to have a debate, but don't. But do you think that was unfair for you to do that to me publicly instead of doing your education, just like you saying that you did? Didn't it make more sense for you to do your education before you brought it to a public platform and act as if I'm trying to do something to potentially harm our potential baby? Like I don't understand.
Well, I don't know how to solve the solution if you still don't want to get it done.
Well, an
So,
apology would have been cool for starters. You know, that's what in a situation like that, if all things were reversed, I would have started off with an apology as an adult. You know what I mean? Because I guess you don't get it.
all
You know,
right.
it's
Well,
all
I didn't
good though.
call you to
We'll
upset
be
you. I
wrong.
called you to just discuss our baby.
All right.
So,
Well, that's
yeah. Well,
that's
thank
well,
you
okay.
for.
Well, that's still my answer. I mean, until I know that the baby is actually mine, I don't want to get mentally involved in that way just to find out something different. You know, and again, if you go into labor, whatever means of transportation you get in there, I'll be in a separate vehicle and I can meet you there, but I don't want to be the sole person when I don't know if the baby is mine. I'm not 100%, especially how everything been transpiring as of recently. So, so that it is what it is.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you for returning my call.
Did y'all listen? So, based off what I've been watching, Mr. Mucker is the way that people is making it seem, the way that Erica is explaining it. She's saying that he don't um want the DNA test or whatever. He's basically like he don't want the DNA test. That's not what he said. That is not what he said. He said he's gonna wait until the baby is born to do the DNA test to make sure it's valid, which is understandable because it's just been a lot going on. It's been a lot. It's probably too much. The whole getting, like he said on his video. She said she was on birth control. The first thing that comes to a man's mind, I know for a fact, if you say you're on birth control, what happened? That's the first thing that comes to their mind. So, and then, like you said, the whole, bashing him. Soon as something go wrong, you run to the internet and bash him. He's still, kind of upset like that because he feel like he deserved an apology. But, his whole thing is he don't want to get attached if the baby is not his. So he want to get a DNA. He never said that he wasn't going to do the DNA test. And I look inside the comments and it's a bunch of people saying that he's full of shit and y'all can't judge that man. Y'all can't judge him. Y'all don't know the story. Y'all don't know what happened. And from what I'm hearing, my ears work fine. He wasn't being aggressive. He was just being a man and being honest. You would rather for him to be honest than to keep, lying and trying to, cover up what he really feeling. He's being honest. He wants to wait to do it. He never said, and what came out his mouth is the baby is his, it's his, which means he's going to step up and he's going to take care of his child. Now, if he don't, that's wrong, and she got to go. She got to do what she got to do so he can take care of his child because it's not fair if you making babies and now you think you would disappear. That ain't the way. No, I got one of them. That it's wrong, and it probably took me a long time to put his ass on child support, but that nigga on child support, best believe that. So If he don't want to take care of his child, he got to be forced to, and that's just how the world goes. You should have been more careful when you was sticking your stuff up in there, because that's what happened. But he didn't say that he didn't want the DNA test. That's not what he said. He said he wanted to wait until the baby is born, which is how most people do it anyways. If you watch the Maury shows and stuff, they wait until after the baby is born and then get DNA tests. So I understand that. But don't go bashing that man. Because y'all don't know the truth. Y'all don't know what he been through. Y'all don't know what she been through. Neither one of them can't be bashed, but I feel like it's wrong for y'all to bash him based off what she's saying. He sound like a decent man. He's just upset because of how things went, and he just want to make sure that the baby is his. That's it, which is understandable. He ain't gonna be the first, and he ain't gonna be the last to go through something like this. He just don't want to get attached because you know being attached to a child and then you found out, well, I didn't did this, I didn't did that, and the baby not mine. That hurt. That hurt. So y'all gotta understand. What if you was in them shoes? What if it was your brother going through that? Oh, y'all be rah rah then. If it was your brother, that ain't my pocket, baby. That's how y'all be. A lot of y'all. So just try to understand it from both sides. That's why I said I'm not here to judge him. I'm not here to judge her. But I'm just telling it like it is. She wasn't 100% right for a lot of stuff that she was saying in her video. If you come to speak your piece and do just that, you can do it without bashing people. Don't make it, you say you're not bitter, but don't make it seem like you bitter by talking about them. Even if they doing stuff, don't scoop down to their level because you're trying to heal. You trying to heal, right? So you gotta heal properly. So that's gonna be the end of this video, y'all. And if y'all want me to do another reaction to more of anything. Now, it ain't even got to be, Love by Erica. It could be anything. Just let me know. So for the person that requested that video, I'm not sure who you are. I'm gonna go back and look at the videos and find out who you are. I'm still gonna do that video. I just don't have time, y'all, because I work a full-time job. So a lot of days when I get home, I don't feel like doing nothing. I gotta cook. Sometimes I'm cleaning. Sometimes I'm just tired. Sometimes I be hurting. So this YouTube is not my source of income. It's not. So y'all just gotta understand that, and y'all have to bear with me. So but anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, and for those of you who are not subscribed, just hit that bell button. Um, to be notified when we drop more videos. And I will talk to you all later.